When he reached the outskirts of the city, he hid her body in the bushes and went to fetch a wooden chest. Carefully placing Banu inside, he rented a room at a local inn. As night fell and the city slept, he opened the chest, whispered an incantation, and transformed into a serpent. Slithering onto Banu's lifeless form, he sucked the venom from her wound before returning to his human form. Moments later, Banu stirred, gasping for breath. She weakly asked for water. The young man helped her drink, watching as awareness returned to her face. "Where am I? Who are you?" she asked, her voice trembling. "I just had the most terrifying dream. A snake bit me. I died. I was buried. And then you dug me out and carried me away on a white horse." She paused, realization dawning in her wide eyes. But that wasn't a dream, was it? Her voice was barely a whisper. "Why did you bring me here? What do you want from me?" Bano spoke. "And with so many guards, how did you sneak into the palace and steal?" The startled Bano bombarded him with questions. The young man replied, "Listen, Bano, if you truly wish to know, my name is Bin Mustafa. My father was a great magician who taught me the art of transforming into a snake. I used to enter your palace in the form of a snake. The snake that bit you and led to your death was none other than me. I knew that if the venom of a snake bite is sucked out within 3 days, the person can be revived. I did all of this to teach you a lesson and to shatter your hollow pride. And now, you will forever remain with me as my servant. This is your punishment." Bano was stunned into silence. She couldn't find words to respond. After a long pause, she pleaded for forgiveness, saying, "Blinded by arrogance, I have wronged so many people. Please forgive me." But the young man was unmoved by Bano's remorse. After bringing her home, he kept Bano not as a princess, but as a servant. For days, Bano begged him to take her back to her father, but he didn't trust her. He believed she was only saying this out of desperation to escape. As time passed, Bano gradually shed her arrogance. She started caring for the household like a wife, tending to even the smallest needs of the young man. Slowly, his harshness toward her faded, and he found himself drawn to her. But then he thought he was merely the son of a humble magician and she was a princess. One day, to test her, he left the house, giving her a full opportunity to escape. He decided that if she was still there when he returned, he would confess his feelings to her. The day passed with difficulty as he anxiously waited. That night, when he returned, his heart pounded with nervousness. But to his surprise, Bano was still there, absorbed in her usual tasks. After deep contemplation, he decided there was no future for them. The gap between their status was too vast. So, the next morning, he took Bano back to the king's palace. The moment the king saw his daughter alive, tears of joy streamed down his face. He embraced Bano and overwhelmed her with questions. The young man humbly apologized and narrated the entire story. Upon hearing everything, the king ordered his minister, "Take him to the gallows immediately." But Bano intervened, saying, "No, father, he did all this to destroy my arrogance. Now I have accepted him as my husband in my heart. If anything happens to him, I will give up my life too." Unable to refuse his daughter's plea, the king agreed and arranged their marriage. The old laws no longer mattered, and Bano and the young man lived happily together.